Welcome to tonight's Kanpai News. It's news time, everyone. Yes.
News.
Welcome to Kanpai News for the week commencing the 1st of June, 2025. I'm your host, Nasuth. I am joined, as always, by Xeno and Thaylien, who is having a snacky snack. How are you boys this week?
Yes.
Doing well, second time round.
Yes, we're definitely not recording this again because I forgot to hit record until the very end of the episode last time. No, that couldn't happen. Right. Let's...
Getting on with it.
We're professionals.
Yes, let's go ahead and get on with it, since we've done this before for us. Right, so starting out, Nintendo pulls a suspected One Piece clone. Well, clones. Live Door News reported that Pirate Anime Quest, One Boy's Journey, and One Girl's Journey, two Nintendo Switch games by Red Fables, have been removed from Japan's My Nintendo store due to their strong resemblance to One Piece in both art and story. The game's steamy visual novel descriptions remain viewable, and Red Fables has acknowledged AI use in other titles, but not these, so they say. Nintendo confirmed sales were suspended, but declined to comment on the reasons. As of press time, both games remain available on the US My Nintendo store. And I actually did also look up some examples of the art.
Yeah. And this is very AI, but it's very... Not sure. But the fun ones include that you can see on the redhead guy's shoulder is Nami's tattoo from One Piece.
Yeah.
And a few other things, as like the symbols on the jackets, the belts, and the face styles are very much the high definition.
This guy also looks a lot like Luffy in some ways. It's very strange.
Zoom in. Oh God, is that just literally Luffy's face, but with Dragon's build or something like that?
I was gonna say yes.
It is something silly. It is incredibly.
Oh no! Wait, that's not Luffy's face. That's Zoro's face. I don't know.
It is. Anyway. Sorry, it is. But it's Oda's style. Absolutely.
Yeah. 100%.
Even look at the fruits.
100%.
Look at the fruit in that picture.
Yeah, definitely not AI generated for a quick buck on people trying to goon. Right, so let's move on. Spent enough time on that one already.
So, a quick one here. Super 7 cites tariffs in staff layoffs. San Francisco-based collectible toy maker Super 7 confirmed on May 20th that it laid off staff due to new US tariffs, saying it must now scale back and focus on core products. Known for licensed figures from Godzilla, Transformers and more, Super 7 said the volatile tariff situation is forcing tough decisions.
And it's only going to get more volatile as they wrangle it in court.
Okay, moving on. Korean Teachers Union says get schooled should get out. South Koreans, Korean Teachers and Education Workers Union, or KTU, has called for Netflix to cancel its upcoming live-action adaptation of Webtoon Get Schooled, citing concerns over the show's portrayal of school violence and educators. In a statement titled Violence is Not True Education, the union condemned the story for glamorizing corporal punishment and undermining teacher dignity. The creator said the creators say the series will handle sensitive issues with care, but the KTU warn it may distort democratic conflict resolution in schools.
Which is a term I've never heard of, but sure.
And I still don't understand it.
It just means where they sit down with a student and the teachers and talk things out when there's conflicts.
Okay.
So instead of just hitting them with a bat,
instead of hitting them,
that kind of.
That's the American way.
Oh yes. Also the old British school way, definitely.
True. Right. So, also in Korean news, the Korean FTC slams Webtoon firms, not the company Webtoon, but Webtoon firms over contracts. The South Korea's Fair Trade Commission dropped the hammer on May 18th, revealing over 1,100 shady contract clauses used by 23 webtoon and web novel companies, including big names like Reedy, YLab, and Layoffs Comics. Offenses ranged from snatching derivative work rights without consent to letting third parties use content freely, locking creators into automatic renewals, and even claiming co-copyright without lifting a creative finger. The KFTC ordered immediate revisions, citing long-standing abuse despite previous crackdowns in 2018. Turns out some publishers have been treating creators' rights like optional DLC. I did not add that. That was entirely the intern.
Strange. But hey, the intern's learning some creative flair. So, no, some of these, if you scroll down, there's some really strange ones in this list.
Yes. Yeah.
The forced co-copyright registration is...
Author liability for all disputes.
Genuinely awful. After contract
copyright.
expiry.
Yeah. One-sided termination clauses.
It's very strange.
Use of works after contract expiry. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Anyway, speaking of insanity.
So let's move on to something that could be a little bit more debatable and less legal. Kit Connor eyed for the lead in Elden Ring movie. Deadline reports that Kit Connor, best known for his role as Nick in Netflix's Heartstopper and his voice work in The Wild Robot, is in talks to star in the upcoming live-action Elden Ring film. Both Connor and director Alex Garland, from Ex Machina and Civil War, reportedly want the project to happen if schedules align. Garland is writing and directing the A24-backed adaptation with George R.R. Martin, who helped create the game's world with Hidetaka Miyazaki, also on board as a producer. Elden Ring first launched in 2022 and saw massive success, followed by its Shadow of the Erdtree DLC in 2024. And
Garland does have a really good track record, so, you know, could be good.
Video game adaptations will be skeptical until proven wrong.
Yep. Also live action, you know, that's...
Pop Team Epic Manga slows update schedule. Manga creator Bcub Okawa announced on Friday that starting June, Pop Team Epic will no longer update daily, but instead release new content only on the 15th of each month. Okawa apologized for not explaining the reason behind the change. The long-running comedy manga has gone through multiple seasons since its 2014 debut on Teke Shobo's Manga Life Win website, with a brief hiatus in late 2023 due to Okawa's health. The anime adaptation aired in 2018, with a second season premiering in 2022. Okawa also recently started a new manga called Chinchilland?
Yeah. Yes, well done.
In monthly comic Tengeki Daio?
Yes, like Azumanga Daioh.
Yeah, okay.
And as we noted last time in the recording that didn't happen, not saying it's because of the Switch 2 coming out in the beginning of June, but given that oh god, what's her name? Pimarin? Whatever.
No,
is holding a Switch 2 package in the image that they drew. You could speculate. But we won't. We don't speculate here.
Having a dark.
Right. Also in live-action news, Netflix's One Piece Season 2 preview set for May 31st, which was last Saturday. Netflix confirmed on Tuesday that its event on May 31st will preview the second live-action series of One Piece, based on Eiichiro Oda's manga. Eiichiro Oda's manga. The announcement video teased Chopper's appearance. Production wrapped recently after starting last July, with the new season covering story arcs up to Drum Island, including Logue Town and Whiskey Peak. And I think we the rest of this says like something about 2025, but speculation about 2026. Isn't it confirmed it's 2026?
It is confirmed it's 2026 because during the reveal of Chopper, he goes into detail, and they're going to release it 20.
Right. So yeah, deadline set initially expected a 2025 release, but we now know it is in fact 2026. So look forward to that, and go play the video if you want to see what to expect. Thaylien has to do this one
I'm
again.
just going to lean into these now because I can't. If I keep giving them fuel, then eventually it's going to catch fire.
Thaylien, Xeno gets the Evangelion ones. You get these. It's just how it goes.
Yes, I'm just going to lean into it. Marry Me, Let's Have a Baby. Anime premieres July 6th. My favorite new company, Wave Corporation, is back. This time they're adapting Hiroyoshi Kira's adult manga into a TV anime titled Marry Me, Let's Have a Baby, premiering July 6th on Tokyo MX and BS11, with streaming starting June 13th on Anime Festa and Ocean Vale. The story follows Taika, who struggles with erectile dysfunction until he meets Ayano, a doctor eager for children, who surprisingly cures his condition when they're together. Like other Anime Festa titles, it will have a toned-down broadcast version and a premium uncut version online. Which I'm guessing so does Taika.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Look at it, beefy boy.
Wave is really putting out a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Potentially to, I'm not sure about the quality of this one, because these faces are a little weird. That's all I'm saying.
They are, but I'm guessing the budget goes elsewhere.
Yeah, you're probably not supposed to look at that part now.
Right, moving on from Wave.
You can't blame the character sheets.
To something good.
Right, Dark Horse's Gunsmith Cat's Burst Omnibus. The Dark Horse Comics announced it will release a new 2-volume omnibus edition of Kenichi Sonda's Gunsmith Cat's Burst sequel manga, with translations and retouching by Studio Cutie. Volume 1 follows Rally, the Transporter, Transporter Bean Bandit, sorry, I read that wrong, through a dangerous Texas road trip with a new Chicago cop, Inspector Percy
Bacharach,
okay. On their deadly collision course. Volume 2 dives into illegal V8 road races, dirty cops, and mob boss drama as Riley faces old enemies and treacherous bats. The first 476-page volume ships December 16th, 2025, and the 496-page second volume arrives March 17th, 2029. Priced at $30 each. What did I say?
2026, not 2029. You were looking ahead at the price.
I was. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Priced at $30 each,
which is cheap.
And that is.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wanted to use this picture.
I
wanted to use this picture of Rally in the thumbnail, but I thought maybe having a gun in the thumbnail for YouTube not a good idea. So.
How would you figure that?
Who knows?
Right. So, Vampire Hunter D OVA hits HIDIVE and Shudder on Friday. I assume this was past Friday. AMC Networks announced that the classic Vampire Hunter D original video anime will begin streaming with English subtitles and dub on HIDIVE and Shudder this Friday in the US, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand. Basically the entire Anglosphere. The 1985 OVA, celebrating its 40th anniversary, which is scary to think, was recently screened in over 600 theaters across North America. Set in a dystopian 12,090 AD, ruled by vampire nobility, the story follows Vampire Hunter D as he fights to save Doris Lang from becoming a vampire bride. And if you have these services, feel free to watch it. If you don't, go look up Bloodlust instead.
Not wrong.
Indeed. That was a fun one.
I mean, that one was good too, just for the classicness of it, but it's not really
it's one
good
of those,
per se.
No, but it is one of those ones that helps with your expanding your anime horizons and what your broad knowledge base is.
Yeah.
So, thinking of broad knowledge bases and lack of them, Death Stranding animation confirmed by Kojima. Hideo Kojima revealed in a Vogue Japan interview that a Death Stranding animation is currently in production, though he didn't specify if it will be Japanese anime or another style of animation. Kojima also discussed a separate live-action film adaptation with Michael Sarnowski directing and Square Peg producing. Kojima Productions' LA division, founded in 2021, focuses on music, TV, and film. I'm going to say that again. Kojima Productions' LA division, founded in 2021, focuses on music, TV, and film. The original game, launched in 2019, and its sequel, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, is set to release on June 26th for PlayStation 5, featuring a star-studded cast including Norman Reedus and Elle Fanning.
I think it's Elle Fanning. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Elle Fanning. Yep. Interesting.
And that's not our only Kojima news, so stay tuned for the rest of that.
Indeed.
But first, Xeno gets the Evangelion story.
Evangelion 30th Anniversary Fest set for 2026. Studio Kara confirmed the Evangelion 30+ 30th Anniversary of Evangelion Festival scheduled for February 21st to 23rd, 2026 at Yokohama Arena. The event will feature exhibitions, a stage... Yeah, that was what it says, a stage, merchandise, and more, with Kara's creators designing the layout. Hideaki Anno, creator of Neon Genesis Evangelion, crafted the festival's title icon visual. Ticket info and further details are expected this summer, while applications for fan market displays have already opened.
Excuse me, I think you'll find it's Evangelion at 30+ semicolon.
Oh, fuck off you.
Which I'm sure is
also
meaningful in some way.
Definitely, graphic design is his passion, I'm certain.
Well, I think this is supposed to kind of look like the Doors of Guff in the Rebuild movies.
Sure.
It's supposed to look, it could look like a lot of things. That's the whole point of it being that big.
Yeah.
I was going to go with,
or
it looks
Ava's
like he's
eye.
ripping off.
Could be the Ava's
I'm going
eye.
to say he's ripping off the font from Godzilla -1, but you know.
Oh yeah, well definitely that.
Could be the case, yes.
Or did Godzilla -1 rip off the Evangelion?
No.
Anyway. This is so on to our final
cool.
story, because we don't have any anime or manga releases this week for some reason. They just didn't show up. So Osada Pekora to appear in Death Stranding 2 collab. VTuber Osada Pekora announced on Thursday that she is teaming up with Death Stranding 2 on the beach in an official collaboration. She shared her excitement alongside an illustration of herself donning an in-game outfit and waving a Kojima Productions flag. Kojima Productions also dropped a short teaser video showing protagonist Sam Porter Bridges encountering a holographic Pekora outside a bunker, which I can't probably play for you guys on the news, but I played for these two privately.
Yeah, afterwards.
And, yeah. It's just like you deliver the package, and then she's using the hologram as a cover for her real appearance, I assume.
I don't know. Like,
Pekora.
my concern is that they're going to treat it as if that's what she looks like in real life.
God, I hope not, because that would make no sense for the world that
But it make perfect sense for anything Hideo Kojima came up with.
Oh, for some reason, it's
You might
stuck
have
on
to
that
play
frame.
it for a second.
Yeah.
Could do. But yeah,
No.
Buffering
then again, knowing him, it's probably that Pekora's voice actor is the person in that bunker, and she's still using the avatar.
There you go. Yeah. It is the real
but
person.
I'm pretty
but she's
sure.
still using the avatar.
But I'm pretty sure other characters, like, because oh god, what's his name?
They did this in the first game
Guillermo
too,
del
didn't
Toro. Yeah, no, but Guillermo del Toro isn't himself in the first game. He's actually playing another character. I'm pretty sure Conan is playing another character. So it feels really weird that this one specifically is breaking the fourth wall. So
Well, I'll just have to see how it works out. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. We'll just We'll never know.
No.
No
None
way
of
to
us have
find
a
out.
PlayStation 5.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, so let's move straight on into the facts and rumors section of the show. Thaylien, please take us away.
Or I could start the facts, remember. Sorry. Okay. So, first up, Naruto's theme park set to open in France in 2026. This one, amazingly, is a fact. Parc Spirou province in Monteau, France, has officially announced the development of a Naruto-themed expansion, scheduled to open in 2026. This 15,000 square meter area will immerse visitors in the world of Naruto, featuring attractions inspired by the Hidden Leaf Village, including the Hokage's residence and academy. The expansion is a collaborative effort involving Parc Spirou, Mediatoon licensing, and Japanese partners Shueisha, Studio Puero, and TV Tokyo. Construction has commenced with updates shared via Parc Spirou's LinkedIn account. A notable feature of the expansion is the world's first Naruto-themed launch coaster, developed by Zamperla. This family-friendly roller coaster will offer dual launches and thematic elements designed to reflect the Naruto universe.
It's a launch coaster.
So this one, they're the ones that start off flat and then accelerate you up into the thing. So they literally accelerate up to the thing rather than taking you up and dropping you.
Huh, alright, well, interesting.
Yeah, we had one of the first ones in the world over here in England, was Alton Towers Rita Queen of Speed. Went 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds. And then went for the rest of the roller coaster.
Right.
Okay. So, ReZero Season 4 airs in 2026. And this is a fact. ReZero Starting Life in Another World Season 4 has been officially confirmed to premiere in 2026. Unfortunately, my screen has moved, and now I have no idea what the rest of the story is. Hold on. Right. Okay. I'm going to start this again. ReZero Season 4 airs in 2026, and this is a fact. ReZero Starting Life in Another World Season 4 has officially been confirmed to premiere in 2026. This announcement was made by Kadokawa following the conclusion of Season 3 in March of 2025. The upcoming season will continue to be produced by Studio White Fox, with the original staff returning to maintain continuity in production quality and storytelling. Additionally, a new character, Shaula, will be introduced, voiced by
Pharaoh's Eye.
Pharaoh's
Eye.
Sure. While the exact release date within 2026 has not been specified, the confirmation of the 2026 premiere is supported by multiple official sources, including announcements on the official website and social media accounts, as well as coverage by reputable news outlets.
All right, so next up, Skip and Loafer is getting a Season 2. And this is a fact. Yes, Skip and Loafer Season 2 has officially been announced. The announcement was made on December 19th, 2024, so not exactly new news, via the anime's official website and Kodansha's Afternoon magazine cover, confirming that a second season is in production. Studio PA Works will return as the animation studio, with Kotomi Dai reprising her roles as director and series composer. Yoko Yonayama will also join as a co-writer for the scripts. A teaser visual was released in March 2025, but no official release date has been announced as of yet. Crunchyroll has confirmed that it will stream the second season when it airs.
I mean, I didn't hear that it had been was getting a second season, so yay, thumbs up.
It's news to you.
Right.
Indeed. So next up, Let This Grieving Soul Retire is getting his Season 2. And this is an aggressively mid fact. Yes, Let This Grieving Soul Retire is confirmed to have a second season. The sequel was officially announced following the conclusion of the first season on December 24th, 2024, with a promotional video confirming its production. The second season is scheduled to premiere in October 2025, and Crunchyroll will stream the upcoming season as well.
I thought you liked this one.
Yes, but it doesn't change it from being mid.
Okay, fair enough.
It's middle of the road like it, not I really recommend it to everybody, remember?
Fair. And then our last fact and or rumor is My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2 is in production. And this is a rumor. There is currently no official confirmation that My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2 is in production. Reports from sources such as Sportskida and posts by Sugoi Light on the website formerly known as Twitter suggest that a second season is in development at Bones Filmworks. However, these claims have not been corroborated by official statements from the production studio or staff. Therefore, this information should be considered a rumor, especially considering the first season is still currently airing.
Yes.
I mean, Sugoi Light is supposed to be one of the more reputable leaker sources, but, it's still more reputable versus completely unreputable is not a very high bar to cross.
No, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure they've still got stuff wrong in the past.
Yes,
so
yes,
it's like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Right, so that does it for the news this week. Make sure you stay tuned later this week for Kanpai Cast, where we're doing second seasons and how they either ruined a show or made it better, or a lot of stuff around that. I think it was a really good discussion that we're going to have next after this recording. Right. So until next week, I hope to see you back here for more news.
For more news.